Hello everyone, welcome to my FNF tutorial on how to live voice sample. Sorry I've been delaying this video for a long while. I kind of wish I hadn't. Um, we're gonna do this to the best of my ability. For those who are wondering, if you have any audio that you captured from, a YouTuber or like some movie, if you want to learn how to get rid of audio, alright, so I'm gonna show you a small thing that I did with my this is what I did for when I was making my Gameverse chromatics for Kit and Caboodle, which I never really finished. But this is what I did to get rid of background audio. So you see how this audio is right here? How to remove all the audio from this is to go here, acquire noise profile, Control A, come back to this toothbrush icon up here, hit accept, and it should just remove and leave you with just the audio that you're trying to, the voices.
I would have left it for dead.
What's the point of doing any of this if we can't save it?
Now, the problem that I had with this is that there's just so much going on in the background already that you can still kind of hear some noise, like how Kit is like typing on the keyboard and stuff like that. I couldn't really necessarily remove all that without it like making the audio sound really choppy. But that's how you move background audio. If you want to know how to stretch audio, come up here, hit this little tiny icon up here, and before you stretch out the audio, come up here, change resample to stretch. This will allow you to stretch out the sample without it changing the pitch. It allows you to change the audio's tempo without changing the pitch. So now, well, yeah, okay. Let's head over to Bandlab. Okay, so now that we're in Bandlab, what we're gonna do is I captured a lot of audio from Salty DK Dan's Have You Heard About My Plush video. So what we're essentially gonna do is we're gonna, try to capture the vowel sounds that we can hear. But this is all the audio that I've captured.
Yo, this is totally gonna connect with the millennials. Thanks, guys. I like where your head is at, but I don't have an instrument. Wait, I have a keyboard. I think that's good. Hey guys, have you heard about my new plush? Yo, this is totally gonna connect with the millennials. Thanks, guys. Your head is at, but I don't have an instrument. That's good. New plush?
So, as you can see, the audio is quite clean, and there's really no background noise, so there wasn't really anything for me to really remove. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna, try to look for the vowel sounds. So this yo right here, that sounds really good. We're gonna take this, we're gonna slice it, move it up here. I'm gonna mute this. And essentially what we're gonna do, go up to here to audio stretch. And we're gonna do this first. Or delete that. Take this up here. And we're gonna stretch it up as far as we can. We're gonna stretch it out as far as we can. I do this all in Bandlab because it sounds better and it just doesn't really sound too awful. So you can hear like an O right here, right? Let's go back to that. Move this. And we're just going to try to capture just the O in this. So it starts getting really bad right about here, I think. So we're going to cut that out. We're going to delete that. So now we got the O, okay? Now what you could also do is if you want, see how it can't like stretch out any further, you can also just do this, just export it as audio, and come over here, bring it in here, and then you can then remove this. And then the cool thing is that you can just audio stretch it more. So it kind of has that little kind of like the little tiny drop at the end. So we're gonna come over here and we're gonna slice that off. Or delete that. So. And essentially we're gonna do that with the rest of this. So I'll see you guys later when I get that all set up. Okay, so I found a really good one where it was him saying, where like at the end of here he was like saying thanks guys, and I found the I in the guys obviously.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys.
So I got this from the guys. Now what I can do again is just, you know, if I can't stretch it out any further than what I'm able to do right here. So we're gonna, you know, again export it as audio, and then I can bring it back in here and I can delete this then, and then same process, stretch it out again, but it might have kind of like a bit of a drop at the end. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna come up here. We're gonna slice that off. Do that. Then boom. Now these are both different like volume levels. So drastically as time goes on, I'm also gonna like make these all like in the same volume. But we'll get there when we get there. Now, a thing I'm going to tell you right now is that there are some samples where you can hear like a vowel being made, like right here, he says board. He says, you know, the word board. You're like, you think, you know, oh, this sounds good.
Keyboard.
You can hear like an or. Well, whatever works, I guess, is like you can hear you will hear something that sounds good, but once you stretch it, it can sound like this. Which is not what we want. So don't be ashamed if you can't find too many samples that don't sound good, but just keep looking, you'll find some. Alright, so with Salty DK Dan, with the audio that I collected, I was really only able to get 4 samples, like 4 really good ones. They're not all the same volume level, but I will fix that in Bandlab here in a sec. So, this is all the audio I got from these clips.
Yo, this is totally gonna connect with the millennials. Thanks, guys. I like where your head is at, but I don't have an instrument. Wait, I have a keyboard. I think that's good. Hey guys, have you heard about my new plush?
And then this is the audio that I've obtained. So these are all good, you know, and this is a little bit, you know, low pitched, well, like in volume. I want them all at least the same volume. So what I can do in Bandlab or in FL Studio is come up here and hit the volume level until it's at least the same right in that circle. So there we go. And now what I'm going to do is, what I can do is I can just take this, Control C, and then I can either copy and paste it over and over again or export it individually and export it into FL Studio, which is what I'm going to do. So I'll see you guys there. Alright, now that we're in FL Studio, obviously you can see I grabbed my samples from here and moved them here. I've done a lot of like live I didn't even use my own voice.
Okay, so this is
Yeah, we don't speak of this, okay? I'm glad I used someone else's voice instead of mine, because it was a lot better of a choice than I was originally intending to do. So what I would like to do is I move these all to the first track, I move them all to the first mixer. I come up here, I go to Fruity Limiter, I go up to presets, and then I add noise gate. This will I always do this to help cancel out any white noise in audio that I've captured. So like as you were able to hear, like there was some like white noise able to be heard from these. Like there's some static in like the background that you can hear. So this will try to do its best to remove that. So what we're gonna do, obviously, again, is just copy and paste this over and over again. And make sure that they're like evenly spread out. So this is like there's 4 times. So 4 times, I want to say at least 8. Something like that. Hang on. Alright, so what I ended up doing was I did 4 times 13, which got me 52 of the repeating set of vowels, or I mean samples. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's 14. I was supposed to. I did 4. Okay, I messed up. Okay, shut up. I mean, I could honestly keep that in there. It wouldn't really impact anything. I mean, like I said, the most amount of chroms you want to have is at least from like 48 to like 60, at least in between there. But I like to keep like it at a reasonable like range, because again, as you start to go into NewTone, it's gonna it's gonna start pitching upward, and it's gonna start getting really like eerie and high pitched. So now as we export this as a WAV file, we're gonna then come here, bring it in here, and I gotta delete this. We're gonna mute these channels, obviously, because I don't need them anymore. But we got our samples. We go in here, go to pitch correct sample. That's going to open up NewTone, which is where we do the whole entire process of auto tuning and upscaling the chromatic into a staircase. Yeah, I can't believe I'm doing this. I've been doing live voice sampling for the longest time, and to be honest, it never gets old. I keep getting better at it every day, and I think this is really great. See how clean these are? See? So obviously, again, these are going to be like this, right? From the beginning. Move this all the way down. Move this all the way up. This will help, that's the process of auto-tuning. And then Control A, go to C3. If you want to go to C2, that's fine. But if it sounds really laggy like this, not a good choice. I mostly prefer C3. That's what I've seen every chromatic start at. Mostly. It's just the proper starting point for a chromatic. So again, we're going to start upscaling it. Up. Again and again. And then just repeat that process over and over again until you get a staircase. So now that you run out of chromatics, you're going to come up here. You're going to go to Save Sample As. Come up here. I'm going to go to FNF. I'm going to go to YouTubers. Oh, it already did it for me. Thank you. Okay. And then we're going to save that. And then once it saves, we're going to come up here, go to NewTone. I mean, not NewTone, SliceX. Import it here. Please tell me. Ignore that. I know you saw the AI chroms. I don't use AI, okay? Oh, I already lost Salty DK Dan. Oh, there he is. Okay, this is my Salty DK Dan thing. Okay, again, now what you can do is you can either come up here, hit this thing. It's gonna, like, detect all the stuff that you want. This is bad. Oh, God, this is bad. Or, again, like I said, you can do this and do it individually, but I don't do that. So I'm going to see you guys later when I get this all done and sorted out. So I'm going to do this. Alright, I removed all the unnecessary markers, which, again, I should at least have at least 52. Yep, see, 52. Now, again, you can come up here. You see how it's quiet right now? Come up here, and this will make it a lot louder. Then you want to come up here, hit Save Sample As, and then replace this. Yes, override. and then boom, you got yourself something. So then you can actually just then do something like this with it after you're done with it. So
Hello everyone, Sonohoka here. Glad you made it to the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I hated it. This was slightly better of a tutorial, I guess, in my opinion. My mic quality still wasn't the best. At least you could at least hear me, I think. I think that's the better part. Also, thank you so much for getting me close to 200 subscribers. That's going to be a huge achievement for me. I remember on my old YouTube channel, before I deleted it accidentally, I was already past that subscriber account. So if we can get me to 200 subscribers, I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Have a good day. Have a good night. Time zones are weird. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.